Alrighty then. We're good, I think. So hello everyone, it's a fair programming error that just refused to be fixed code here. Let's get some music in, because it would be a shame if we didn't. So, today we are back with more Minecraft. Yeah, let me know how the volume is at any point. I think it's fine. Probably. But yeah, hi Neon, congrats on being first. Hello, hello. Oh god, actually I think the game volume might be a little bit loud, all things considered. Yeah, let me adjust that a little bit, hang on. So lower volume in general. And I guess I'll turn the music up a tiny bit more to balance that out. Like maybe right around here. Should probably be fine-ish. Yeah, probably fine now. Okay. Hi Spinne, hello. So. Alright, I almost forgot. I need to put the stuff away I got from fishing. Bagel Man, welcome on in. Once again showing me why exactly I keep thinking of retiring the question of the day. Why do I have tomatoes on me again? I don't know. Anyway. Let's start putting some stuff away over here. Also, it sounds like I need to kill things again. Still wish I knew of a way to easily prevent passive mob spawns. There must be a way to do it. Oh my god, you're annoying. Shut up already. You want to be loud and annoying? Fine. Damn it. Did not want to accidentally break something. They are so loud. But yeah, if anyone knows a good way to prevent hostile passive mob spawns, I would appreciate it. Didn't I? Right, in here. So for now, let's start putting this garbage away. Where did I push the fishing stuff again? Wasn't it in here? I thought it was. I guess I'm wrong. Ah, over here. Found it. Big crafting table. That's certainly something. I'm not sure what exactly the benefit of having something like that would be, but hey, when have I ever considered the benefits of having things? Right, shrimp also needs to go over here. Just sounds cool, fair enough. Okay, let's put all of this away. This is a lot of stuff, all for the EMC table. And then I forgot to put some tuna away, so I'll do that now. There we go. Okay. We are good. And we got a cupcake for our trouble. What's the plan for today? So, we'll be continuing with our haul. That is definitely going to be something that's happening. We'll also get some more work done on the waifu hotel. That's a given. Getting a new waifu to move into the hotel. And we'll see where we go from there. For now, let's go to the hole. Ah, there it is. I mean, we're not super far yet. Whoa! Gabe! Hello, how's it going? Thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. How was Limbus? How was the company? Hope things went well. Happy to see you. If you got a raid and run, as always, feel free to do that. You probably won't be missing much for now, because we be digging. Also, Bagelman, I don't need a shovel. I'm already down at rock level. I mean, yeah, chances are I will eventually encounter gravel and underground dirt patches. I know that can happen. But I don't think I'll have to worry too much about it, especially with gravel patches, because you can use the torch trick. Do I have torches on me? Yes, I do. So yeah, for now, the goal is to keep digging the hole. Also, shout out to the people who recognize today's game OST playlist. I'm sure there's at least a few people who would recognize it, even though I haven't streamed the game much. Though I am one of the proud people who have obtained true 100% in the game. But yeah, how much EMC do you think we will get from this hole? Again, I will not toss the materials into the EMC table until the entire hole project is done. I want to know exactly how much we get out of it. But it'll be a lot. We're already almost done with one bag. The first bag is almost filled, and then we'll see where we go from there. There we go. Oh, speak of the devil, there's the gravel you want me about, Bagel Man. Alright, of course. It's quite a long journey you're going through to get down here. You sure it's worth it to come all the way down here just to die? Stupid phantoms. I think everyone can agree that phantoms are absolutely horrible. Offer barely anything to the game, other than a sheer annoyance. Oh god! Oh, I recognize that track from the soundtrack. That's almost traumatic considering how hard that stage was. So for anyone who hasn't figured it out, today's soundtrack is from HoloCure. But man, stage 4 hard did not hold back. Having to clear that stage with every single character was a trip. And to think there's gonna be harder stages going forward when the game updates again. Ugh. I'm scared. Ah, there's another one. Okay, come on. Didn't I hear another one? Or see another one even? Oh, guess it couldn't get in the hole. It's really struggling to get in here, huh? I mean, it's fine by me if it doesn't want to come in. Makes my life a lot easier. It's struggling. But that's fine by me. There's a lot of andesite down here. Again, I shouldn't be complaining because andesite has 16 times the value of cobblestone. 16 times the value of cobblestone. This is a lot more valuable for mining purposes. So I think I definitely chose the right area to construct the hole. Because I highly doubt... I do think this might be a biome-specific thing, right? Considering how much... Like, this is so much andesite. I don't think I've ever encountered andesite chunks this big. So I'm sure this has to be something about the biome, especially considering how many there are. Right, there's this one, there's another one over here. Yeah, I think this is the same one, but there's definitely a second one over here already, so... This has to be because I chose the right biome for the hole. Oh! I see we're coming in a group now. Way to be even more loud and annoying. Well, one of them gave up. Oh, wait. He's trying again. Okay, let's start putting stuff away again. Inventory slowly filling up. Okay. And... that's the first bag completely filled. Okay, let's grab the next one then. I mean, we've already filled a bag completely and we're not even that far down. Oh god, we're definitely gonna be getting a lot of materials from this. We're gonna be so good on EMC. I hope. So which room should we work on today? Serious question. Because I want to do at least one room today. I think if we go down the line, I think I wanted, like, I think I wanted Power's neighbor to be 02, correct? How do we do that one? I do think 02's room needs to be a little bit more sci-fi coded because she's from the big ol' mecha anime. Oh great, there's more of them coming in. It's already turning to day. Why are you still spawning? You really should have given up already. But yeah, any thoughts on what 02's room would need? It's been forever since I watched Darling in the Franxx, so, yeah. I mean, I know they had living areas, but 02 wasn't really included in the common living areas that the rest of the characters were living in, so... I'm not sure I should base her room off of those. She's like... I don't know. What does one do for 0-2? I'm sure at least some people here have decent ideas. But I just don't at present, which is sad. Okay, at this point, by the way, since I was talking about the andesite, ooh, by the way, more gravel, yay. But if you look at the floor, you can clearly tell this is more andesite than regular stone. Sorry if I bumped my mic a bit there. But this is more andesite than regular stone at this point, which is, wow. Who would have thought? And again, who would have thought that I would actually be glad to see andesite? Interesting how it just cuts off in such a straight line there. Huh. I do hope that gravel patch doesn't extend too far into the area, because the bigger the patches are, the more annoying they are to deal with. Oh boy. And I just uncovered one that's gonna be right in the middle of everything. Definitely not looking forward to that. Definitely not looking forward to it. At least this one doesn't extend too far into the area. That's good. We can definitely take care of that really quick with the torch trick. So let's do that. All the homies love the torch trick. Probably not even necessary, considering it was just, you know, 2 blocks each per torch. Might be more necessary for that patch in the middle there. Yeah, that one seems to be a bit bigger. Oh god, there's so much gravel! At least this one isn't entering my comfort zone right now. My whole area. It's just chilling directly at the chunk border. The gravel patch is just right on the chunk border. Also, hi Dormuse, hello. Hope you enjoyed your return to Subnautica today. Was it the first Subnautica stream you did returning to it, or have you already invested a few streams again? Anyway, happy to see you returning to it, especially, you know, Subnautica 2 is out now. Thoughts on that? You think you're gonna be streaming that one too? Or nah? I mean, it is still in early access, so I feel like not everyone wants to play the game while still in early access. Some people would prefer for it to be finished. Not sure in which category you fall. I personally haven't bought it yet, but I don't know, there's still some uncertainties around the game and everything, so I mean, at the very least, the CEOs of Unknown Worlds are back, which is nice. I love that. But apparently there's still some stuff going on around it, and I think I'd rather wait a little bit more. And also wait until it's on sale, you know, the obvious stuff. Subnautica 2 someday. I'm in no rush. Fair, fair. Again, I'm not rushing things either on my end. I can wait, I can wait. They're bound to have a big sale at some point, and at that point I'm gonna consider if it's time to pick it up. After all, on Steam it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Alright, time to clear up some ores again. There we go. Oh! Inventory's full already. Would you look at that? Well then, moving on. But yeah, the hole is coming along. But we're far from getting all the way down. We still have very easy access to the surface. There's still a long way to go till we're to the bottom of the world. But we will get there eventually. Though I am definitely annoyed at this massive gravel patch I'm uncovering here. Probably would be less annoying if I just brought a shovel, but who needs a shovel? I will get rid of it my own way. Eventually. I mean, I could also dig it out by hand, but that's tedious. Or explosives, but then I would blow a hole into the wall, which is not what I want. I want the hole to be precisely confined within a singular chunk of the world. I measured the chunk borders. I looked at the map. I measured the chunk borders. I did everything so that it would be exactly one chunk of the grid. And it will not extend into the walls at any point, which I can't guarantee with explosives. It's a project for the sake of being there. Also, I see a bunch of red dots on the map. I just noticed. I guess somewhere within this direction is some sort of cave system. Some sort of cave system over that way. But considering the dots are still a decent distance away from me. Yeah, I'm not digging into the cave system, it seems. It does not seem like I'm digging into that cave system. Almost a shame. Digging through some sort of cave would have been pretty interesting. But I guess that won't be happening then. Oh, but it's so close that I can hear them. Actually insane, I can actually hear the monsters. No, more gravel! I mean, I was bound to find gravel sooner or later. But it's so annoying because earlier in the stream, Bagelman was like, oh yeah, by the way, you should have brought a shovel because gravel. And I was like, it'll be fine. And since then, I've dug into 3 gravel patches. This one, which barely extended into here, this massive one, and now there's another one here. The game is taunting me. Let's see just how big these patches are gonna be. Hopefully not too big. Though this one does look rather sizable as well. I was so happy about the andesite, and then you show me all this gravel. But I will say one thing that's a bit of a miracle is how this gravel patch perfectly cut off at the chunk border and didn't at all extend into the hole. I do not understand how that happened. Oh! Blue moon, huh? Not like that does anything for me other than having some very cool lighting. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. Would have been perfect if I went dungeon crawling today, but nope, no dungeon exploration for me. Just digging a hole. I do rarely even notice these special moons, because I spend most of my time in my pocket dimension, so... Sometimes it feels like a waste. With the blue moon and, you know, blood moon, oftentimes, or harvest moon even happening, and not affecting me whatsoever. And me not even knowing they're there. And now finally we witness... Actually, last stream we witnessed a blood moon as well, and today we witnessed a blue moon. I guess we are finally starting to witness these things a little bit more. Also, welcome back from your lurk, Spinne. Hope you're well. But yeah, I think once we reach stream number 100, having these moons in here will be more beneficial. Because then there'll be more people around who might benefit from this stuff, because Pocket Dimension Access is essentially, basically, reserved for me. Because the Pocket Dimension version I'm using is so glitchy that making any new pockets will potentially mess with the old ones. And because I don't want anyone messing with the old pockets, that means no new pockets are allowed to be created, which means I am basically the only one who will have access. Fun. But hey, as the person hosting the world, I get special treatment. I hate these things. I hate them so much. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Nope. They're in the base game, and they're annoying. I hate them. They're loud, they're annoying, they prevent you from working. Stupid phantoms. You don't see them a lot in the base game, because they only show up at night on the surface. And they only show up at night on the surface if you haven't slept for at least 3 nights. However, a lot of people don't make it a habit to regularly sleep in Minecraft. So, ever since these things got added, people have been super annoyed because they can't keep working on projects for an extended period of time without those things eventually spawning because you haven't slept in a while. Okay, I'm very close to that. God damn it, really? Get away from me! Why do you exist? Why were you added to the game? Oh, well that one just gave up. Monica saw those phantoms in club meetings. What are you implying she didn't get enough sleep? Insane. Oh yeah, speaking of not getting enough sleep, guess what? Yesterday, I announced that I would have a Minecraft stream today. And today, I learned that I'm gonna be working some overtime tomorrow and have to come in earlier. So, but I didn't want to cancel the stream a day after I announced it, so I will be getting less sleep tonight. fun, I know. But it's entirely on me because I never refuse. I should just, you know, I should just refuse when people say, oh, by the way, can you come in earlier? We kind of need you. But no. I never do. And it's becoming a problem. Alright, once again, whoops. I'm gonna do the torch trick. The best way to get rid of gravel. Torches are powerful. Da -da 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 -da. Whoops. Works in Terraria too? Use it all the time? Nice. I mean, you can tell that these games have a lot of similarities, despite their differences. There is some overlap. And again, Bagel said I should just bring a shovel. This is much faster than shoveling stuff. At least I think it is. Then again, the cleanup is a little bit Alright, back to it. Next layer. But yeah, that's exactly why I wanted to wait until I've exposed the entire gravel vein. Because once I've exposed the entire thing, I can just get rid of it all at once like that. Let's see how deep we can get today. I mean, my pickaxe looks like it still has plenty of durability to go, so... we are definitely very close to a cave. I mean, again, the sounds and the dots... oh, wait, we're full again. There we go. It's a good thing I brought those bags. The thing is, am I just gonna perfectly miss every cave on the way down? That would be talent. Pure talent. Digging from a mountain above cloud level all the way down to the bottom of the world and not hitting a single cave. Imagine if I pull that off. The torch trick, apparently. Where, in this case, the trick with the falling gravel. Where it instantly gets destroyed. And there goes the blue moon. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Okay, that's a lot of zombies. Jesus, okay, I get it. god! Okay, they're even closer to me. But again, they're not underneath me. I still think I'm not gonna hit that cave. They're very close, but there's not a single one of those dots underneath me. Honestly, if I didn't have the transmutation table, I would probably also be happy for andesite, because apparently andesite is a very important component for create, which eventually I do really want to get into create, but that day isn't today. So yeah, having a bunch of it around would probably be very beneficial to me. I mean, now I can easily make more at the transmutation table, but even so, this stuff still has a good EMC value compared to regular stones. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if I said it in the most recent stream or a stream after that, but I said that, oh yeah, one of my YouTube recommendations was suddenly just like a clip from that time I got reincarnated as a slime, and I was like, damn, did the new season already start? And so I looked it up, and apparently there were 11 episodes out already, and I kind of binged them after I found out. So I'm all caught up with that anime again. Didn't know it was already airing the next season. I'm ashamed for not noticing. But now I know. And I found out just in time, because apparently ReZero is going on a mid-season break right now, so... it's a good time to find another show that's actively running that I can watch. Unless they're also going on a mid-season break, I don't know. But they are also at 11 episodes, so... Now that the finale is out. Ooh. Fair, fair. Actually watching the show without all the theory crafting in between, just watching the show in one binge session and not having to sit there and wait. I do think it's also probably a good show to binge. I don't know, if I were to sit down and watch it again, just like in one massive binge session, how would I feel about the massive, like, even just going back to episode 1 at this point, how would I feel about the massive change in animation quality? Mentioned that YouTuber Prozedy is doing a playthrough of Last Defense Academy. I saw a few days ago. I see. I am aware. I'm not sure I like ProZD as much as I used to. He has some pretty bad takes about some subjects that made me like him a lot less than I liked him initially. Though I will admit, he still has some very funny skits and is a good voice actor. I just don't appreciate him as a person as much anymore as I used to. A shame, really. Like, he's all, like, ever since he did that whole thing of, if a voice actor gets casted for a character that has a different ethnicity than the voice actor themselves, then they should get cancelled. That's basically the mindset he had, and that annoyed me, especially because he was hypocritical, because he constantly kept saying, oh, but it's totally fine if he gets casted for, like, for any character, whatever. But, yeah, other than him, if anyone voices a character with different ethnicity, cancel them and stuff like that. That's made me really dislike him a lot more than I used to. It's a shame. Damn it. Thunderstorms are kind of annoying, I will say. They're louder than I remember. I guess I have my volume settings a little bit different today. But yeah, we're not here to talk about any drama and stuff, so... yeah, let's not talk anymore about topics. Jesus! What is this thunderstorm? But yeah, I think as far as Pro CD is concerned, we can all agree the skits Pro CD makes are very, very funny indeed. I can't deny that. I never would dare to deny that. Okay, we're done with the gravel, thankfully. Honestly, I think I might turn the weather sound effects down a little bit. Is that better? I think so. Comment on anything, but the funny skits anyway. Yeah. But still, I do hope, again, even though he has some not so hot opinions, I do still hope he has fun with the game and whatever else is going on in his life. I turned down the weather volume. Why is it still so loud? Absolutely insane. Also, some of the patterns you get to see on the walls here are kind of interesting. I mean, look at this, like, diamond shape of andesite, and then you'd expect, like, an ore pocket could be in the middle of it. But then there's also a stone pocket underneath the ore. And that's what's so weird to me. Like, why does this andesite pocket have a stone pocket within it? So, kind of interesting. Okay, we're now on the same height as whatever monsters are over there. But does not appear like the cave connects over here. Kind of figured, because otherwise some of them probably would have wandered over here, but they did not. So they'll stay over there and I'll stay over here. Oh yeah, by the way, for those who want to be kept up to... yeah. For those who want to be kept up to date with my Danganronpa S progress and everything, because I do occasionally play that in between streams now, I've passed floor 100 of the Despair Tower, using only normal rarity cards. Not sure how I pulled that off. Not a single rare card or higher, just the basic cards, and I passed the final floor of the tower. Now, I know that after the Despair Tower, there's also the Ultra Despair Tower, which has another 100 floors. But for that tower, I am definitely gonna be using higher tier character cards. That is not something I think I can do with the base level cards. I am surprised that I was able to beat the final floor of the regular Despair Tower, though. Using only normal cards. That's very surprising. I also completed the story already. Like, the story mode is done. I've completely collected every character's hope fragment. Which means I have played as every single character. The last one I did, I still remember. The final one I did was Kotoko. AKA the child SA victim. Dear God, there were some conversations she had with a certain character. Well, one conversation where she talked with a certain character. And I really didn't know how to feel about her having a conversation with that character. Like, out of all the characters she could interact with, why did the developers decide, you know what, the child SA victim needs to talk with one of the biggest perverts in the franchise? That makes sense, sure. That's required, I guess. But hey, considering how many cursed character interactions there are, I guess it was bound to happen. I'm just glad that they didn't include Haiji in the game. Like, they included so many people from Danganronpa another episode. They even included Hiro's mom, who's really just a side character. And even though they included that massive side character, they did not include Haiji, who definitely had more plot relevance. And I absolutely know why they didn't include Haiji. Oh my god, I cannot blame them for not including Haiji as a playable character. I feel like Haiji being included would have probably caused more drama than it would have been worth. Honestly makes me wonder if there are any Haiji defenders out there. I mean, you can argue, well, every character has to be someone's favorite, but I would be very surprised if there were any Haiji defenders anywhere in the Danganronpa community. Other than those people who obviously have something wrong with them on their own already. Huh. There's 3 random missing blocks here. Does that count as a cave? Imagine. Oh god, this is the biggest cave I've ever found. It's an entirety of 3 blocks big. Well, I have found a cave in that case. Tiniest cave ever generated. Okay, let's get some experience. Let's get some experience again, as I was saying. You know what? The Phantoms actually do have one benefit. I should have the Maze Breaker in my offhand whenever I kill Phantoms. Because they do give me experience. Which means I can repair my pickaxe, so... So I saw the image of the SA victim when I looked for his wiki page. I have an idea as to who he is. I mean, it's not been fully confirmed. But I'm just gonna say, his name is Haiji. And the guy who we see in the flashback of that victim is called Adult H. H like Haiji. And I'm pretty sure they share a voice actor too. Make of that what you will. But the implication is there. Also, it gets worse. If that wasn't enough of an implication. There is that one scene in the game where Haiji is alone with Komaru and Toko. By the way, Komaru, Makoto's little sister. And Toko is like, oh, are you gonna do stuff with us? To which Haiji replies, and I quote, oh, that's not what I'm thinking at all, especially not with you. I like him younger, as young as possible. And at that point I was like, okay, the allegations are sticking. He is not getting rid of the allegations at that point anymore when he outright says lines like that. Ugh. So yeah, again, I understand why he did not become a playable character. Like, ugh. Yikes is right. The only quote-unquote counter-argument you can have to the theory that Haiji's adult age is that at the end of the game, him and Kotoko interact, and there's no real mention that they have met each other before, but there's also no denying that there's also no mention of them not having met each other. Like, some people will look at that scene and be like, well, if they saw each other before, they would probably bring it up. I don't think they would necessarily bring it. Oh god, there's more of them. And they don't exactly have a positive interaction when they meet up in the game either, so... You gonna come down too? Or are you gonna stay up there and be annoying? Damn. I have a massive skill issue. Can these zombies also shut up? Were they always this loud? Over here I hear the skeletons and the zombies are quiet. Oh yeah, Spinne, by the way, since you're here, have you watched Darling in the Franxx? And if so, do you have any ideas for Zero Two's room? I mean, I have watched the show, but it was forever ago, and I still have no idea how to approach Zero Two's room. The only clue I have is to make it look a little bit sci-fi, because it's from a mecha anime. But that's about as far as my knowledge would extend. Or where my ideas would extend, I should say. I mean, I could also lean into the fact that she's technically from an alien species. Of sorts, so that's another thing I could lean into, I guess. Just stop already. Phantoms being added to the game was a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. You could just get some sleep, but then I would have to pause the project. I would have to actually go and get a bed real quick. Which I could, but it would be effort. And again, one benefit, I guess, to the Phantoms is that they give me experience, and experience repairs my tools. Which means I can dig for longer. Oh my god, they're just getting louder and louder. At this point, I feel like I will dig into a cave soon. And it's just zombies by the sounds of it, nothing else. I only hear zombies, no spiders, no skeleton. It's a spawner. That's why it's only zombies. I dug into a spawner. Oh, damn, okay. That's absolutely a zombie spawner. It has to be. Well, damn, okay. Well, that explains a few things about the noise. Now I know what's up. So not only... I was wondering if I would hit a cave at some point, but no, I'm not hitting a cave, I'm hitting a straight up spawner. Which, can you, the odds, can we just talk about the odds? I picked a random chunk to dig down in and found a spawner. Which is not only a somewhat rare encounter, but it's also such a small structure that the idea of me tunneling straight through one never even crossed my mind. Like, we all know how small these spawner rooms are. Like, this wall right here... 5, 6... Yeah, 7. It's just a 7 by 7 area. 7 blocks by 7 blocks in size. And I randomly dug into one. I mean, I dug exactly into the wall of it, to be fair. Which is also talent, I guess. That means we're actually gonna leave the entire spawner room untouched. The room will be entirely undamaged, except for the wall being removed so we can look directly into it. Which is arguably the most perfect way I could have hit the spawner room. Right? There's no way I could have hit it any more perfectly than that. Oh yeah, that's a lot of them. Look at them all! No wonder they were so loud. Well, you get some sunlight now, be happy. But man, the odds of this happening. Imagine I keep digging and randomly find another stronghold. Imagine if there also were a stronghold under me. Highly unlikely, because I think I already found 3 strongholds, right? I think? I either found 2 or 3, I don't remember which it was. And there are more than 3 strongholds, but anything beyond the main 3 generates very, very far out in the world. There are 3 that are within reasonable distance of the spawn area, as far as I'm aware. Now, I know there's gonna be, like, daylight pretty close to the spawner, but I should probably go in and disarm the spawner anyway, right? Just to make work for myself a little bit easier. Because otherwise they're gonna keep walking out and bothering me. Then again, free experience. I mean, they're just zombies. It's not like they're gonna be a threat or anything, so... I mean, there is one in gold armor, wielding a shovel, of all things. The thing that I was told to bring, which I didn't bring. Imagine he drops the shovel. I would be like, okay, fine, you get one here. Okay, let's handle them real quick. Oh, wow. Look at this massive cave! Again, I have such luck with finding massive caves, huh? Biggest cave I've ever encountered! Oh, God. Oh, the blue moon would have come in so handy right now! You know what? I'm not opening those chests. I've decided I am not opening those chests until another blue moon happens. I might as well, because I'm gonna be in this hole for a few more nights anyway, right? There's a decent chance that as I keep digging this hole, at least one more blue moon will occur. And when it does, that's when I open the chests. I mean, it won't do much, but it should improve the loot I get from them at least a little bit. Right? Should at least give me some slightly better stuff. So I shall wait. Also, it's finally quiet again. Did you hear that? No noise. No monsters. And I guess the sunlight is close enough that the spawner is disarmed. It will still work at nighttime though, so I should be wary of that. But yeah, I think we can all agree, couldn't have hit the spawner any more perfectly with this hole. If I were one chunk further to the side, then I would have dug straight through the spawner, which would mean I'd have to destroy it. And naturally, I can't exactly do that yet, because I don't have silk spawners. Which, yes, you might have remembered, I have not destroyed a single spawner in this world so far. I want to specifically wait until I have a way to mine spawners and actually keep them. Also, would you look at that? We're even gonna get some mossy cobble out of this. Only a little bit of it, though. Actually? Huh. Out of all the blocks here that could be mossy cobble, all but one of them did generate as mossy cobble. That's interesting. Is that luck? Maybe. Then again, I don't have any luck, so that would be weird. You know what? No, it's bad luck, because mossy cobble means it's an extra slot being taken up in my bag. Oh no. Luckiest number would have been 0 mossy cobble. By the way, it feels a bit weird. It feels weird having a spawner out in the open, completely disarmed without any torches. This feels unnatural. It feels like this should be spawning stuff right now, because there's no light source next to it. It really feels like it, and I look up and I'm like, oh right, direct sun access. For a structure that spawns deep underground. It is highly unnatural. Also, I don't think I will remove that spawner, actually. This whole thing of me digging a hole is to preserve the walls of the chunk as perfectly as I possibly can. So if I remove the spawner at any point, that takes away from the aesthetic. I can empty out the chests, but I won't remove the chests either. Again, removing the materials inside the chests doesn't change anything about how it looks. In fact, currently there is nothing in the chests, because the chest loot only generates once someone opens them. So right now, those chests are empty. Oh, a dirt patch, huh? Schrodinger's chests, yes. Well, now it would have been nice if that zombie actually dropped the shovel. Which it didn't, but I got the leather tunic, I guess. I think I can do one more layer. Actually, no, I'll keep going once again. I'll keep going until we're entering the red area. And after that, we'll start thinking about 02's room some more. In fact, I should really be thinking about it right now already. 02. Oh, it's turning dark already. Here we go, they're spawning. But yeah, come on, think. Use brains. 02. Mecha anime. Somewhat sci-fi setting. Oh god, that one has a sword. That's actually a little more scary, but it's not a small one, so we're fine. Oh, we got a small batch of them this time. Ask if you want to wall off the spawner, but then again, it probably adds a bit of excitement. For one, it adds a bit of excitement, and for another thing, it repairs my pickaxe. The durability of my pickaxe will slowly go down the more I dig, but... oh god. Them two... I'm gonna be fighting on two fronts now. But yeah, it gives me experience, and experience repairs tools, which is perfect. Okay, back to it. But yeah, I wouldn't have to wall it off, because another thing about spawners is they don't work when there's light on it. As long as there's light, they don't work. So I could just place a torch on top of it, and I would also be fine. No need for a wall if a singular torch can also do the trick. Or, I guess during the day, access to the sky also works. And yes, I keep unequipping my shield every single time I engage them in combat. Normally it would be smarter to have the shield equipped, but my tools don't get repaired from experience unless I'm holding them in my hand while collecting the experience. So I either have to kill them, and then before I collect the experience quickly switch over to the pickaxe, or I'll just keep the pickaxe in my offhand, but don't have a shield to defend myself. Which is fine, because those things are not a threat anyway. And since they're not a threat, I don't need the shield in the first place. But I need to switch back to my main hand with the pickaxe in order to keep mining. Oh great, the next batch spawned in. I like how you at least get a sound cue when they come in. Oh! Crits actually one-shot them, huh? Or I guess not. We be digging? We do indeed be digging. Eric, have you noticed how perfectly I mined into a spawner? I mined down perfectly to get rid of the wall. And nothing else. The spawner remains undamaged. The only thing I mined was the wall. The absolute luck to not only find a mob spawner when mining out a chunk, but to also perfectly hit it so that the only thing that is within the chunk is one of the walls and nothing else. Today I have been blessed by the RNG gods. RNGesus has given me his blessing. Good question, something with create? I do want to work with create at some point. It's just a bit daunting. Create is so complex and everything that I am a bit nervous to get started on it. I will get to it eventually, don't you worry. Oh great, there's more. Oh god, no! Of course. The baby zombie had to spawn in right as there was another wave of phantoms coming. Ain't that perfect timing? Create is easy. Has done a lot of create myself. Well, I'm sure once I figure it out, it's only a matter of time before I understand how to work with it. But I actually do have to sit down and actually, you know, familiarize myself with it first. That could probably be a stream all by itself. Just a stream of trying to get to know create. Maybe that'll be like once I'm done with the hole, the next thing I do. Right? Maybe after I'm done with the hole, the next thing I'll do is familiarizing myself with create. I mean, it makes sense. We've had create in this mod pack for a good while at this point, and I still haven't touched it. Hanging off to sleep? Alright. See you, Neon. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Always appreciate seeing you. Great, the next wave spawned in. Yep. I heard you. Oh god, and another one! You're so annoying! Jesus. Oh my god. You know how I said I would keep going until, like, the durability goes into the red? Guess what? The durability has gone up and we're over halfway again. That's how good the experience is. It's already over halfway durability. What's the significance of the baby zombies? Smaller hitbox, and they're a lot faster. Like, the regular zombies are slow, easy to attack, they don't really do much of anything. But the small ones, they rush you down, and they are much more annoying to hit. Because of the combination of both speed and size. I hate them so much. I think they're like twice as fast, like half the size but twice as fast compared to regular zombies. And that second one that spawned in had armor too, which made it more annoying. Like, even though they're smaller, they have the same amount of health as the big zombies. And then you add armor on top of that, with their enhanced speed. And they become problems. At least they didn't have a weapon. If you encounter a baby zombie with a weapon, that's a yikes. Also, wow, that's... I got 2? And a potato, too. By the way, carrots and potatoes are rare drops from zombies. Those are not common at all. So the fact that I got both, and even 2 carrots... What is with my blessing of RNG today? The blue moon is already over. We don't have enhanced luck anymore. Ooh, actually, I wonder... The blue moon enhances your luck, so it makes it you get better loot from dungeons and stuff. You think it also enhances drop rates? You think during the blue moon you also get, like, extra monster drops? I feel like that would make sense. Anyway, it's turning to day, so we won't have to worry about zombies for a bit. I'm really just pushing off building 02's room at this point. Because I really have no idea how to approach it. I mean, come on, think logically, right? It's a mecha anime. They're on a planet that is basically ruined. There's these weird alien creatures, which 02 is one of them. I could also lean into her the environment she grew up in the little flashback sequence we got in Darling in the Franxx. There was that one flashback sequence where she was like in a more of a snowy area. I could lean hard into that. Lean hard into the childhood flashback and make like a very snow-themed area out of it. I mean, designing a room based around a childhood flashback might not be the worst idea out there. But yeah, I understand. Again, for me, I should be familiar with it. I've watched the anime. It was forever ago, but I have watched it. And I did enjoy it, generally, even though... I mean, it had its strong fan service moments, obviously, which I'm certainly not complaining about. And the ending was a little bit weird. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about how it ended. Like, they had a decent thing going, but did they really have to be like, pull that ending twist of suddenly there's an alien attack from space and we gotta head to space now for the last 2 episodes. It came out of nowhere, and the fact that that massive ending twist of now you gotta go to space and fight aliens came out of nowhere was a little bit for me. Mandatory anime content. That is what the fan service be. Oh, inventory's full again. Maybe I'll just once again rely on... Maybe I can get inspiration if I just Google a few screenshots from the anime and use that as inspiration again. That generally seems like a decent approach. Like for quite a few of the rooms I've built, I tried to Google up, yeah, Google up. I wanted to both say Google and search up, and then, yeah, I Google it up. Anyway, I tried to search up a few reference images for the characters' rooms sometimes to base things off of a little bit, or like to get the general vibe down of what rooms in that universe could be like. So I'll probably just be leaning hard into doing that when it comes to doing the 02 room. Why do I hear a very loud zombie sound again? That spawner should not be doing anything anymore, and there is nothing up there. Yet that still sounds like there's one very close. Actually, wait. There are red dots under me! Oh my god, I'm actually gonna be digging into a cave. A proper cave. And not just like 3 missing blocks or whatever that little indent in that dungeon is. I'm actually gonna be encountering a proper cave soon. Neat. I just hope it's not an underwater cave. That would be annoying. Oh wait, I don't have shoes anymore. I guess they broke at some point. Well, good thing I got some chainmail boots earlier. Might as well wear them. It's better than nothing. And let's face it, it's not like I'd get any real use out of chainmail boots anyway. Though, here's the cool thing about chainmail boots, they are uncraftable. Unless some mod added chainmail crafting recipes. Ah, okay. Okay, a mod added crafting recipes for it. But yeah, normally chainmail stuff is non-craftable. The only armor that you can't craft. But I guess I can now. By the way, just because you can't craft it doesn't mean it's good. In fact, chainmail is pretty mediocre at best. But still, in vanilla it's a decent collectible because if you find chainmail, you know it's valuable because it's not something you can easily replicate. Okay, at least it's not just zombies, I hear skeletons too. That sounds so close. I must be on the verge of digging into the cave. Okay, at this point, I haven't really pointed it out yet, but at this point it's purely andesite. There is no regular stone anywhere anymore. Look, up there we're still like mixing it, and then here you still got stone coming all the way down to this point, but it's just andesite now. Again, I am not complaining because andesite is worth 16 times as much as regular stone. For some reason, even though you can mine it just as easily. Man, I think the reason why it's worth more is probably because you can't replicate it. Like with stone, you can make a cobblestone generator. But andesite can only be found naturally generated in the world. You can't generate andesite endlessly. Which I guess that makes it be worth a little bit more. Though I can replicate it endlessly because I have the transmutation table. So when am I gonna hit that cave? We must be getting close to it. I wonder how big of a cave it's gonna be, honestly. Considering the amount of red dots I can see so far. Either this is a bigger area or it's just like it curves around a little bit, could also be. Imagine I find one of those super massive caves where I just have to drop down along quite a while and then first of all have to figure out where the chunk borders are again once I'm down there. Could be, could be. Also, by the way, I saw something else on the map over here that looked interesting. I haven't pointed that out yet. Is that... like, that looks like it's mushrooms, right? Right, with the red and the brown mix there. You think that's one of those mushroom mine shafts, or you think it's like some kind of mushroom cave? Could be either one, honestly. Like, that's constantly like, whenever I look up on the map, I see that like at the corner of my vision. And I'm like, what is that? Also, we're about to hit nighttime again. Yep, here they come. Oh my god, you spawned while it was still daytime, you fool! Harvest moon. Wrong kind of moon. I mean, I was waiting for a special moon, but that is not the one I was waiting for. Okay, let's see. Anything else where I don't have a perfect stack? No, I think everything else in here is now full stacks of 64. Okay, in that case, the next bag is full. Next! Alright, back to it. Whoa, hello. Hey, I like the fact that their fall damage makes them a one-hit now. Normally I would have needed 2 hits. But now they damage themselves to a substantial degree. I am also aware that phantoms are gonna start spawning in again at some point soon. We'll see when it actually happens. Hasn't happened yet, though. I heard that. Chicken jockey. I know there's a chicken jockey beneath us. Even more worrying, because those are even faster than regular baby zombies. Oh, hey. Ha! Even with armor, that's still a one-shot, and he had iron. Huh. Neat. Iron, another rare drop from zombies. Oh, there's even one with gold armor up there. You wanna come down too? I'd rather not get ambushed by you. There we go. Oh, hey, there's another one. Nope, never mind, he doesn't want to come out and play. Never mind, he does want to come out and play. Also, another benefit, I now absolutely will hear them when they try to approach me because I hear the fall damage. Thanks for the lurk. Oh damn, didn't get a proper crit. So he survived. You know, considering how well this digging hole thing is going, with the experience I get back from the constant zombies and phantoms, We might not even build a new room today. We might just move in on you, waifu. It's entirely possible. No phantoms yet. Probably just a matter of time, though. Oh, hey! We're seeing regular stone again. And I know there's a chicken jockey. I also know there's at least one skeleton. And they're getting very loud at this point. Like, seriously. Oh! Hello! Oh, no, 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 no. Seriously, how close am I to that cave at this point? It feels like I'm just one layer away. Like, I feel like at any second I'm gonna break a block and see like, oh! Yep! Like that! Excuse me, did anything drop down there? Doesn't look like it, no. Well, I found the cave. So that's something. Okay, so now I have to deal with this. The creepers should be a non-threat because they're gonna be scared of me. Everything else is a problem, though. Wait, hang on. Did I seriously not have any odd number of dirt? Okay, not in there apparently. Not in here either? No, apparently not. Huh. Well, I guess I'm gonna be going down there now. Or should I wait until it's daytime, actually? That might be smart. Yeah, because then they're gonna burn themselves if they try to approach me. Okay. Should have seen that one coming. Oh, you're smart. You're not stepping out into the light, huh? Okay, fine by me. The thing is, I can I can take it slow, too. I don't need to jump down there right now. I can widen the hole. Make it so more light gets in there. Careful, don't want to lose any drops here. I specifically want to grab all the block. Ha! The chicken jockey died! The chicken killed its jockey! Oh, that's great. Actually very happy with that outcome. Damn it. Well, there goes what I didn't want to happen. Now I have to actually go down there. Whoa! Now that's a cave, alright. Where? There. And goodbye. Wait, and good. And good. Just you wait until I'm out of here. Hang on, I have terrible aim, but I am... There we go. Bum, bum. Whoa. I do see the problem of landing on a cave. And it's gonna make things a bit more annoying to proceed. All right. Yeah, okay. Right now seems like a good time because I am presently not being shot at. Go, go, go. Looks like that sniper gave up for the time being. Uh-huh. Nice cave, though. Okay, we're going down again. make sure I grab everything. I think I grabbed everything. And get out. Oh, wait. I missed something. Might as well grab the experience. There we go. Whew. Well, digging suddenly got a lot more exciting, didn't it? Okay. Yeah, this is a big cave. Wait, is this the cave that opens up to the side of the mountain? If so, that's actually insane, because I can see grass and the sky. Not sure if that's the sky or it's just not rendering. But it should be rendering. Yeah, that extends outside! I found a cave that goes outside. Oh, fun. Okay. Excitement. Imagine I explored this cave and had no idea that just a little bit out of reach there was a mob spawner. Oh, wouldn't that have been something? Alright, gotta jump over here real quick. Looking good. All nice and collected. Okay, now I just gotta get rid of this little thing here. Hi. Oh god, I'm being shot. You fool! Okay. So that's done and collected. Let's climb back up here. Okay, I think the hardest part of... My mic turned off and nobody said anything. Hello? Why did nobody... How long has my mic been off for? How long has my mic been off for and why did nobody say anything? Guys? How long has my mic been off for? I've been talking here about, oh yeah, and the hardest part is over. And I now no longer have to worry about dropping down. Hello, okay, you're still in range, I guess. Well, that's upsetting. Yeah, I guess in the end it should have also been up to me to notice. But then again, I can't keep glancing over at the audio. I don't know why it just randomly turned itself off. I didn't do anything, by the way. I didn't do anything, it just randomly turned itself off apparently, and I don't know when. So weird. Yeah, I was just going on about how I have to explore this cave some more because it actually looks pretty interesting. Oh, and here come the phantoms. Ow, ow. Oh. Well, if you're getting stuck, that's actually helpful. There we go. Also, Lovely, hello. Been a while? Well, welcome back. Are you stuck? Has no audio, so it's nice to have something else on the side. Fair enough. NetHack tournament. I hope that's going well. I hope that's going very well. You gonna come down or are you gonna stay up there? Oh, nope, nope. You are coming down. And there we go. But yeah, Levy, welcome on into me digging a hole. All the way, digging an entire chunk all the way down to bedrock. That's the plan. Yeah, it has permadeath, but my current run seems to be promising-ish. Well, that's something. Let's hope it's gonna turn from promising-ish into full-on promising soon. Manual chunk deletion? Indeed, manual chunk deletion. But hey, I picked a perfect chunk to delete. Because as you might be able to tell, I randomly found a mob spawner. And not only did I randomly find a mob spawner, I dug so perfectly that the only thing I broke off the spawner room was one wall. I perfectly got rid of a wall and nothing else. That's how perfectly I chose the chunk. Randomly. Isn't that fun? You gonna jump down? Of course you are. Thanks for fixing my pickaxe. You too. Thanks for fixing my pickaxe. Managed to find a trial chamber that contains a mob spawn. Ooh, nice. I'm still not too familiar with trial chambers myself. on account of, you know, me being on 1.19.2, eternally stuck on this version, because updating would mean that some mods don't work anymore. That's the thing about running a mod pack like this, that you... When your forever world is in a mod pack, then you will be stuck on older Minecraft versions for eternity, which is the case for me. But yeah, I heard trial chambers are actually pretty cool. Again, not like I've been able to check them out ever. I could make a world in a new version just to experience the trial chambers. But At this point I have no motivation to start an entirely new world. I'm happy just playing this one. I don't need anything else right now. Phantoms are annoying enough as is, but when they are just randomly stuck on a wall and you're not sure when they're actually gonna come for you, that's even more annoying. It's okay as long as you don't summon a whole horde. You say that as if you did do exactly that. Oh, fun. Perchance? You can't just say perchance. Okay, up to where do I have to go? This is the chunk border. Oh, inventory's full again. Hang on. There's a lot of andesite here. So much andesite. I am so happy about that, too. Look at all this andesite! That's more andesite than stone! Da-da-dum-dum. So yeah, the way things are looking, we will not be building another room today after all. But that might be beneficial, because that gives me more of a chance to think about what 02's room would look like in the waifu hotel. Because dear god, I really just today realized that I have no idea how to approach 02's room whatsoever. No clue whatsoever how to approach it. Especially because I don't think 02 had her own, like, proper living quarters in the anime, because she was, like, a bit of a lab experiment. So that'll be fun to figure out. And by fun, I mean a struggle. But yeah, what do you think we'll dig into while we're digging here? We already managed to find a mob spawner. Very low chance of that happening. We also found a cave that actually connects to the outside. I mean, look at that. We can see the sunset from in here. We can legit look out and see the sunset while digging. So that's another nice find. Honestly, imagine. Very unlikely, but imagine if we find either a stronghold or an ancient city in here. That would be the ultimate RNG god blessing. Then again, finding an ancient city would be a problem. Because actually digging out a chunk out of an ancient city without alerting the warden will not be an easy task if that were to happen. I'm the owner. Is planning to make her end portal open once they gather everyone up for it. Oh. So, the end is approaching, huh? Well, not like beating the Ender Dragon is the end. It's just another step in the journey. Though there are some people who just play for the Ender Dragon and then just quit there. That definitely also happens. A possibility. Hope everyone's geared up accordingly. Oh well, since they're still... everyone's still gathering everything, they are in the process of gearing up. Already? There. Man. I don't feel like I've appreciated how many blocks are in a single chunk up until now. I've already completely filled 2 of these bags, just with blocks from this chunk. Iron armor, yet somehow found a stronghold with 1 eye in it. With no surprise, I was short on 1. RNG is cruel. RNG is a cruel mistress. Okay, I think it's time to fix my pickaxe a bit again. Anything else over here? Nope. Oh, great. I heard that. Way to be annoying. Alright. Alright. Moving right along. Oh dear. Yes, 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 I get it, I get it, I get it. You wanna be annoying? Fine. At least you're fixing my pickaxe, I appreciate that much. So I really shouldn't complain. Anyway, where was I? I am digging. Yeah, honestly, if it weren't for the fact that I'm constantly under attack by zombies and phantoms and everything else, then I definitely would have had to retreat already from this project again, because my pickaxe durability would be getting low. Did find it naturally without any commands, just free cam. Well, free cam is you can argue about how natural free cam is. Because free cam in a way is kind of leaning towards X-ray. And other external tools for assistance of the like. God damn it, I hate YouTube's auto-pausing. Stop it. I think once we have like half an hour left, I should finally go back to base and prepare everything to get the daily achievement. Because again, it is still my goal to get at least one achievement per stream. I'm not gonna throw that one away. And obviously in this case, it's gonna be moving in the next resident into our hotel. Alright. Okay, and we fully leveled the floor again. Good. Let's see. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check the VOD later to see when exactly I got muted. I think it could have happened at any point after Tormuse said lurk, I think, right? Yeah, no one else commented ever since Tormuse said lurk. And I think I was still actively talking when Tormuse said that. So it must have happened sometime between then and the whoa message when I realized it. But it's so weird that it just randomly turned itself off. Really hope that doesn't happen again. Though I don't think it's the first time it happened. I think this has happened like once before. And it still annoyed me then. Did you randomly Was that Enderman serious? All this cave area around him. Where does he teleport? Oh yeah, let me just walk into the rain and then teleport around there for a bit. What an idiot. I say, as if I am any smarter. By the way, the fact that we can look out and see the horizon from here made me realize that we're not even down to like average terrain level yet. we're still working ourselves down from the mountaintop back to regular terrain level. But I think, if I were to look out, yeah, we're just barely above terrain level now. Oh my god. But yeah, that makes you realize, had I picked a more reasonable area, then all of this digging we've done so far wouldn't have needed to happen. All of the digging we've done so far is just because I picked a mountain. But I mean, come on, it makes more sense to do this at a mountain, right? Seriously. Oh boy. Come on, get down here. Either jump down here or give up. You fool! That's what you get. Though my shield is also almost broken. So once I return to base, I should probably make a new one. Oh, hello. Is that what I think it is? Am I also about to dig into a geode? Okay, maybe I am lucky over here. No, that's not a geode, right? Yeah. It isn't spherical enough. It's not a geode. Shame. Totally shouldn't be. I mean, hey, I should probably also be sleeping. But I got a hole to dig. I mean, look how far I've gotten. It's not nowhere near far enough. I won't rest until the entire chunk has been removed, all the way down to bedrock. But yeah, how are you doing, Kiseki? Happy to see you. By the way, in case this is worrying, we're not even down to sea level yet. We're not even at sea level yet, so there's plenty more digging to be done. 1 AM on a weekday? Same, Kiseki. Very much so, same. For some reason not tired. Too much coffee, maybe? I don't know. Oh, wait. Full again. Also, streak. This should be higher. I guess there's always like one stream or so that you miss, huh? Yeah, I guess this is just a random segment of that block, whatever that's called. Sadly not a geode, I think. Oh, finally it stopped raining. There's no such thing as too much coffee, that's what you think. The damn weekdays. Yeah, everybody hates the weekdays. Honestly, I was hoping I wouldn't have to get up early tomorrow, which is why I scheduled the stream for today. But then today I found out that I have to wake up early tomorrow. But I didn't want to cancel a stream a day after announcing it. So I'm streaming anyway, even if that means I'm getting less sleep tonight. Soapstone is worth 17, so that's more valuable than andesite. Barely more valuable than andesite, but more valuable than andesite. So we take that. Have to be awake at 6? Then you definitely should be getting some sleep if you can, but then again, if you're not tired, how can you be expected to sleep? Ooh, a conundrum to be sure. You're aqua. Yes! Indeed! Very useless. Oh no! Stay away! I hate you! Another one! Please tell me they're not gonna send a third one. Please, no third one. Two are plenty. Whew. Insane the amount of blocks you get from just mining out a single chunk. For reference, Kiseki, see how big this bag is? I've already completely filled 2 of these bags with nothing but stacks of 64. 2 of these bags are already completely full to the brim. And I'm not even at sea level. Dear God, I didn't think there were this many blocks in a chunk. Lifeless and useless. Being told to pay child support. Dear God. You're really embracing the aqua. You know what? I refuse. There. Much more topical now. But I have less HP, which is annoying. But I am less useless. Oh yeah, today is probably the day where we're finally gonna be moving Megumin into the waifu hotel. I think today is the day where she moves in. Explosive personality or explosive diarrhea? Hopefully not the latter anytime soon. Or ever, if I could so choose. The slightly not useless one, yeah. Slightly. I mean, hey, she's still... Like, she can only cast 1 spell a day, but that one, when it hits, it hits. What is soapstone from, by the way? Biomes you go. Okay, I see. Hope she didn't eat too much. Why? What's wrong with her eating? Alright. Huh. I do wonder if this amount of soapstone... Like, is this just a random, like, deposit of stone? Like, you know how you can find random, like, dirt pockets and stuff? Is this, like, a soapstone pocket or something? Or is this a sign that I am digging into some kind of underground biome over here? I wonder. Oh, right, true, the carrying part. It's probably better if she's a bit more lightweight. Yeah, it is too big for a random patch, that's true. Also, by the way, can I just say something? I wonder, because all the stone in this area seems to be... Basically, the majority of stone here is replaced with andesite, as you can tell. Do you think that'll keep going even when we reach deep slate level? Like, do you think we'll barely see any deep slate around here? Whatever happened to Chunibyo Megumin? What do you mean, whatever happened to her? She's still very Chuni, just has other moments too. But yeah, then we have to wonder what kind of presents we have to give Megumin when we move her into the hotel. Probably gunpowder and TNT. You think there's anything else she might enjoy? She used to wear an eye patch? She still wears it from time to time, but not always, that's true. He'll be enduring. Oh, my pickaxe? It's a maze breaker pickaxe. Super rare thing, non-craftable. Can only be found in one specific dungeon and is surrounded by armed explosives in a wall that is stronger than obsidian. So I have to carefully mine through a, like, 5-block thick wall of material stronger than obsidian. And then when I finally break through, I have to be careful not to accidentally set off the explosives and immediately blow everything up. And if I do all of that correctly, I can get this pickaxe. I have since made sure it never ever breaks, because I don't want to have to go through the trouble of getting another one. Because if it blows up, it blows up. Sounds easy? You say that, but the thing is, for one, obviously trapped chests. For another, there's tripwire all around those chests. So if the blocks, as you're mining through the wall, right? As you're mining through the wall, if the blocks accidentally fly in the wrong direction, they'll end up landing on the tripwire and setting off the explosives just as you broke through the wall. That is the most terrifying part of the process. But yeah, it has mending, so I do regularly get the opportunity to repair it, because I gave it mending. Unbreaking 3, efficiency 4. Fortune 2, not that good, but I have a Fortune 3 pickaxe on me too. It has less efficiency. But, I mean, the Fortune 3 does everything here. Actually, let's keep mining the coal. That is efficiency 5? Well, yeah, but this one isn't. This one's just efficiency 4, the fiery one, the one with fortune. Yeah, my main one is efficiency 5, but has less fortune. Which is why I don't use this for ore. I'm glad that this one has Fortune 3, though, because it's a fiery pickaxe. It auto-smelts. So not only do I get more drops from ores, the ores are also smelted immediately, which is a nice bonus. I hate FL Studios sometimes. Oh boy, here comes the Eric rant. What do we have? Just about to finish a custom song for the emergency poster thing, and then FL just decided, fuck you, domain expansion crashed the fucking PC. Ouch. Well, that sucks. And I assume there was no... You didn't save it at any point either, huh? Horrible. Why are you mining out a chunk? Because I feel like... Again, this is a forever world, right? I will keep playing this world until the end of time. And there are certain projects that I feel like you have to do at some point. And one of those things that I feel like I have to do at some point is mining out an entire chunk top to bottom. And I decided, you know what? It felt like a good time to start this project now. Which is why I'm doing it. I was always gonna do this sooner or later. But yeah, there are some other things I need to do at some point. Some that are probably more productive as well. For example, at some point, I want to grab an ocean monument and drain it to make a guardian farm. Which I know is its own time-consuming process, and I need a lot of sand for that one. I'm gonna need a lot of sand to drain an ocean monument for a guardian farm. But it will probably be worth it, I think. Nope, of course it didn't save. Figures, Eric, figures. That's gonna be an annoying and time-consuming process remaking the song again. But hey, maybe look at it positively, maybe in the process of remaking it, you'll find some, you'll accidentally figure out some stuff where you're like, oh hey, that actually sounds better than it did before. You never know. To listen to music while doing so. Fair, fair. I mean, I do have music running in the background. Music from a game that I have true completion in up until it updates, whenever that's gonna be. Anyone else wonder if Holocure is gonna get an update this year, or if they're gonna make us wait another year? Who knows? I certainly don't know. 136 songs. Better be enough for me to mine out a whole chunk. Depends on where you start. Again, I made the mistake, as you might be able to see up there. I started this chunk mining project somewhere on cloud level. So I have not even reached sea level yet. Much less much less deep slate level. Of course I picked a mountain to do this on. Very smart, I know, right? But hey, it's a good thing I did this, otherwise I never would have encountered that mob spawner up there. Won't apply to you because he keeps saying you'll play it when it fully comes out, but Deltarune tomorrow! Yes, Deltarune tomorrow. You know that's scary though, because Deltarune tomorrow means more spoilers to avoid tomorrow. Because even though every single Deltarune related upload I've ever been recommended by YouTube, I've always said I'm not interested in, but YouTube still has not learned that I don't want Deltarune recommendations. It still hasn't learned its lesson, and I assume that, you know, with Deltarune tomorrow, that starting tomorrow, the number of Deltarune suggestions in my recommended feed will increase again. Which is very annoying. Need to finish Deltarune before tomorrow? Well then, good luck. If Toby Fox said so, then you must do it. Did I hear water? No? For a second, I thought I heard water, huh? I really hope I'm not mining into an underwater cave. Underwater caves would be annoying to clear out. Especially because I wanna leave the walls intact as they are. I don't want to mine anything into the walls or place blocks into the walls. But if I mine into an underwater cave, then I have to do something about the walls, because otherwise water will keep flowing into the hole. Insert spoilers because of the fact that you started chapter 1 and 2, even YouTube wants you to continue. I know, and it's annoying me. YouTube is horrible. YouTube is actively getting worse and worse by the day. Like the recent change that you can no longer filter your searches by upload date. Nuh-uh, no more sorting by upload date. We removed that feature entirely. Oh, what's this? You want to check the like to dislike ratio on your own uploads? Nuh-uh, we're not showing you that anymore, even in your video, even in your video producer tab. Nope, we're not showing you the like to dislike ratio anymore, even as the creator. That's a new thing, and I hate that. Actually, I think you can still find it, but it's buried somewhere in some kind of sub-menu now. Horrible design decision. Also, I think after I'm done with this layer, I'll retreat. Slowly but surely, the maze breaker is actually showing signs of damage. Disable YouTube for the next 2 weeks to month. Wouldn't that be something? I just wish YouTube would finally get the memo that I don't want any Deltarune recommendations. It's just so weird that you'd think it's sophisticated algorithm. You would think its sophisticated algorithm would get the message after I've said not interested to 13,000 different Deltarune uploads. Why is every social platform degrading? Who knows? I wish I could tell you why and how to stop it, but I cannot. Oh, here they come! Just in time for me to leave, actually. Goodbye! Missed me. Wee. As you can see, I am somewhere on this level right now. I am somewhere on this height. Somewhere in there. There's still all of this to go, and then I finally reach sea level. Amazing. I know, right? But I mean, hello. But I mean, look at it though. We're getting somewhere, slowly but surely. On that for weeks? Possibly, but I don't need to do it all in one go. Alright, I can put the bag away. Full, halfway full. And that's just the blocks. The mob drops I immediately exchange for EMC. Sword is quite small. Yeah, I know, right? The giant sword. It is quite small, isn't it? You know what? At least I got some EMC out of all the membranes and stuff. Oh, you mean this? Don't worry, she will eventually move into the hotel. Eventually being the key word. Today we get a different resident. Explosive energy, indeed. I need a book. Book of Love. I also need a ring. And probably a lot of gunpowder if I had to guess, so I'll grab some of that immediately. Okay then. Gunpowder, TNT. Experience bottles, interestingly enough. And of course she dislikes slime, that makes sense. Actually, I can't make bottles of enchanting. What if I give her her staff? It's expensive, but I want to see if she has a different reaction to it. Also, can I make that hat? Nope, it's not craftable. Okay. I wonder why. Almost like Kazuma, because they get eaten by giant toads. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Ah, but she can give me the hat. Kills cause a tiny explosion? Well, that sounds like an interesting equipable. You're gonna make a great resident. Just don't blow anything up in here, okay? Please. I'm begging. Bam, bam. Alright, let's see. No special reaction to her Really? Some characters have special reactions to specific items. I really thought she would have a special reaction to being given her staff. Oh well. Oh my god, bones! Bones! 4 years. Are you actually insane? You have to be insane. That is ridiculous. How are you? Happy to see you. 4 years of subbing. Jesus. Oh, the actual... Oh yeah, no, you're subscribing. Yeah, that is indeed a code, John. Little thingamajig. Yes. By the way, I still wonder... When will we get another waifu that gives me stuff? So far, Natsuki is the only one who gives me stuff for free. John Femco, whatever you say. So far, Natsuki is the only person who gives me stuff for free. I wonder if Megumin will, She probably won't give me anything for free. She's probably a more combat-focused waifu, if I had to guess. So, I highly doubt she'll also give me items. But, you know. D&D in a minute? Just wanted to say hi. Ooh, hope you'll enjoy your D&D session. Is it the first session, or are you somewhere along in your campaign already? I hope things go well in any case. Yeah, combat waifu, not a support waifu, indeed. Soon, she will be mine. Imagine one day I decide, you know what, it's time, and I just take all of the waifus along, and I just have a massive army walking around the overworld with me. Nothing shall withstand the absolute power I will wield. Come on. We're getting somewhere. Megumin. So harm is bigger. I mean, imagine him just going to war with his army of of girlfriends. Speaking of, 100 Girlfriends is getting another season. They've just announced that the season is coming. I'm not sure if they announced a release date yet, but oh, I am actually looking forward to that. 100 Girlfriends, the one harem anime where it's actually like where you actually feel like the main character 100% deserves it. The harem anime where you're like, damn, I want to be part of his harem. I want him to be my boyfriend, not I want to be in his position. It is absolute cinema. Okay, it's time. Let me just put the gunpowder away. For a second I was like, wait, why is there a red dot on the map? And then I was like, oh yeah, right. Waifus are considered hostile mobs. Waifus are marked on the map the same way monsters are, with the red dot. Oh no, this monster over here. To be fair, she is a Crimson Demon. Crimson Demon doesn't exactly sound very friendly now, does it? Anyway. Arc Wizard! Entire turns, I want to be him too. I want to be with him. Exactly. Alright, Megumin, come on. I need to push you into a corner so you can die more efficiently. This will work. I am sorry! Don't worry, you'll come back to life immediately. There we go. Outfit 2. She's an Arc Wizard? I mean, she is. It's the, Arc Wizard is the character class that she is. I mean, you can say Aqua is an Arc Priest and she's absolutely useless, so make of that what you will. Her spell is still very powerful. Thanks for the cupcake, Natsuki. I think outfit 2 is the most, like, casual one we can give her. Yeah. I think this makes sense for her to wear in the hotel. Doesn't need to go around in full mage gear. Alright, come on. I'll show you your room. Megumin? She is short, but what's wrong with that? There it is. Just as worn down as you would remember from home. I made sure it resembles her living situation as closely as I could. Not enough explosions? I put her staff on the wall for her. Come on. What more do you want? Hey, let me... Sorry, I'm... Of course, she can fit, but I'm too fat. Don't you want to chill in your room? How did I get in? Okay, there we go. I mean, if she leaves, she leaves. She can always go back in. But yeah, I still have no idea how to approach 02's room. I know I want 02 to move in here. Why am I so fat? There we go. It's possible. I just have to perfectly squeeze myself through there, huh? I mean, I am happy with how this turned out. This room screams power. In a way. Tell waifus. Because why not? I mean, for one, I'm getting cupcakes for free out of it, so there's that. How are you doing? You chilling? Okay, no, you're just staring at the wall? Fine, I don't want to disturb you in here, you do you. I'll just leave. There we go. Bye. I am still so happy with this area. Like, oh my god, why does this work? Why did this actually turn out well? Again, there's no kitchen for the restaurant, but the restaurant itself, peak. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Okay, you know what? I should start figuring out how to make some of the stuff over here. Thatch? Just for wheat. And this is the usual stuff, yeah. Well, let's make some of the craftables for the rest of the stream. Ah, right. Okay, that's all of that. Since I had that open right now. Ender Orb Translocator. That's a high EMC value. What do you need? Huh. Vertical slabs! Yes, I know, vertical slabs. That's wooden shields, huh? Whoa. What did I just open? Okay. I don't know why it doesn't let you edit. Who knows? Okay, something new to learn. Also, let's grab a new shield. Much better. Okay, what else do I need to learn? So we have new stuff. Mainly a bunch of new saplings. Which are apparently craftable. Huh. Interesting. Well, in that case... Okay. Spiderweb sapling. Okay, that's interesting. And apple sapling. So those are craftable still. The others are probably craftable, but only with materials that don't have EMC value. So I can't do the usual for them, which is a shame. But yeah, in case anyone was curious, we added the Pam's HarvestCraft 2 trees today, which means next time we'll add the last part of Pam's HarvestCraft 2, and then we're done with that mod. Fried chicken. Cooking oil. Huh. How do I make a roller? That's easy enough, okay. Wait, I need more wood. Let's use vanilla stuff just to be safe. Now, the oil does have EMC value, so I'm guessing that some of the vanilla crops can also be used for it. Let's try a potato. Yes, that works. Needs raw chicken combined with flour. The pot. Okay, that's easy enough. A grinder, which requires stone. Not sure if cobble or smooth stone, so I'll grab either one. Roll potato, get oil. Yes, that's how that works here. Copper. Might as well grab the chicken already. There. And probably wheat again, if I had to guess. Okay, let's try this. So we need a pot. And then... Okay, it needs to be... No? Really? I can also make it with 2 wheat, but... Okay, no, it needs to be andesite. Okay, fair enough. Give me 2 more wheat so I can make the other type of flour as well. So that's 1. Then I do this. Make the grinder. Make the other flour. Then let's learn that real quick. I do have a lot of andesite, I know. Grinder has been learned. And now I should be able to create fried chicken. I'm not sure if that's really all that good to use, because steak is still better. Oh, yeah, steak is better and cheaper. So I'm never gonna use fried chicken, but I can make it now. The fact that it's cheaper as well. 64 compared to 104. Who knows where it came from? It's magic. Epic bacon. I mean, how can I not? Bakeware. It just needs a terracotta. Okay, you got it. I'm gonna make epic bacon. What colors do I need? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Okay. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Correct? The Gaykin. From the Epic Bacon store. I mean, we have to make the Gaykin during Le Pride month. How could we not? Wait, I'm not sure if the order's relevant, but I'll keep it anyway. Did I mess up the order? Bacon? I grabbed magenta instead of pink. I'm an idiot. There, that's the correct one. Epic bacon! 5.5, huh? That is better than steak. But it's also more than twice as expensive, so I'm not sure I'll make that. Can't you tell the difference between magenta and pink? I am so sorry. So it's better, but it's Probably not worth the extra cost. A hamburger, though. Wait. That one might actually be almost worth it. Hang on. Or the cheese... Hang on. That's 8.8. That is more than twice the value of steak. More than twice the value, but less than twice the cost. These burgers might be worth it. Hang on. Oh, well, but that needs a lot of extra work, huh? So I need to make a skillet first and foremost. Skillet issue, yeah. Let's grab just some of that stuff. What else? Bread is fine. Mayonnaise? Okay, an egg and a juicer, which needs more terracotta, okay. I'm finally engaging with Pam's HarvestCraft, you know. Took me long enough. But now I'm really engaging with it. So I need to juice an egg to get mayonnaise. That's how that works, huh? Ground beef, for which I obviously need the grinder and beef. That makes sense, actually. So first, let's make some ground beef. Then we make a juicer. And then we make mayonnaise. And then we make a skillet. Then we can make the different copper nuggets now that we don't have conflicting crafting recipes anymore. Might as well. No, not way. Mayonnaise. Beef. You know what, let's grab a stack, actually. And a stack of mayo, too. Because I have a feeling I will need the stuff for the different burgers as well. So what else was it? I needed bread, right? Okay. Basic hamburger. So now what do I need for the basic cheeseburger? Same stuff, but I also need cheese. That makes sense. For which I need milk and a pot and salt. How does this have an EMC value when salt doesn't have an EMC value? Something's weird here. That doesn't make sense. This item shouldn't have EMC value if salt doesn't have an EMC value. So how? Oh. Oh, it doesn't have an EMC value because the EMC value would be too low, is that it? So I just need a pot and a water bucket. Simple enough. It just doesn't have the EMC value because it's too low. Okay, Okay, so I can do this, which gives me salt, which I can actually eat. Why would I eat pure salt? Who knows? But now using the salt, I should be able to make cheese, but I also need milk for that. What else? That's it. Okay. Did I actually throw the pot away again, like an idiot? That also makes butter. While I'm at it, let me grab another milk bucket real quick. How can I not take the opportunity to also make butter? Okay. Now, skillet, ground beef, that, mayonnaise, and basic cheeseburger. What's next? The bacon cheeseburger. Same ingredients, but with raw pork. Got it. Is that a worthy upgrade? That's +4 again. Who +4 for a decent increase. I think the basic cheeseburger is still the most cost-efficient one in terms of EMC value. Yeah. Basic cheeseburger is the most cost-efficient. We're gonna mainly go with that one. Okay, let's put all of that away. So you know what? Goodbye, steaks. Hello, basic cheeseburger. My entire diet will now exclusively consist of cheeseburgers. Hooray! IS eating salt. We upgraded today. Finally upgraded our diet. So you did its job when I campaign stream is 144p. Yikes. Alright, with that I think we're good to start wrapping things up for the day. Let me just put my seeds away. Alright, the seeds. That reminds me. That reminds me, I really should check on the farms again before I wrap things up. I mean, to be fair, that's a very quotable and accurate line to quote, to be fair. Okay, let's see. Please tell me the farms grew and they weren't out of render distance the entire time. I mean, some did, but they're not fully grown, so I think they are pretty much a bit too far away. Well, still, progress is progress. Onion. You know what? For as much as I say, it wouldn't really be a good stream if I didn't eat another onion. There. The onion returning. Yes. Okay, none of this is grown. Yikes. At least the corn is doing its job. How about this stuff? Anything here? But yeah, once I'm done with the farms, I will just go to my fishing spot, and that's where we'll be wrapping things up for the day. Whoops, that was wrong. There we go, that's all of those planted. That's progress. How about you? This is still pretty slow going. Whoa. Slight lag spike there, that was worrying. Cauliflower. None of these are grown. None of these are grown. At least the celery is growing pretty quickly. Me tired now? Don't worry, I'm also about to wrap it up, as I said. Just a little bit of tending to the farms before I wrap it up. Up to you if you want to stay for the raid or if you're tired enough to go to sleep now. Honestly, if you're tired enough to go to sleep now, you probably should. After all, you did say you also have to wake up tomorrow. Damn it, wrong seeds! Alright. That's good enough for me. So me disappear until next time. See ya! See ya, Kiseki. Time to go fishing. And by fishing, I mean repairing my pickaxe. But that will happen off-stream, as per usual. Because it is 100% purely AFK-able, there's no reason to show any of that happening. Come on. There we go. Next time I will be standing right here once again as we continue. However, for today, we'll be finding someone who we can raid. Bye-bye music. And do we have any suggestions for who to raid? Because I honestly don't know. Could be anyone. Could really be anyone. Should we just look at the Minecraft category again and see what's up? See if there's any small VTubers there. First of all, let's search for the VTuber tag. And then let's look for low view counts. Jumping out. Oh no, someone jumped out. Let's see. Who do we have? Ooh. What's this? Relaxing building. So, oh, someone's flexing their building skill. To be fair, it's creative, but still. Maybe that would serve for some inspiration for our future projects. You know what? Let's check this person out. Starliz. Alright, everyone. You know the drill. Be nice. Always be nice to new faces. You're only allowed to be rude to me and the occasional other streamer like PSDev. Other than that, you're not allowed to be mean to anyone, okay? I will take the insults, but when we raid someone new especially, I expect you to be on your best behavior. Understood? I hope so. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. Next stream will be on Friday, and we'll be doing the usual. Actually, by the usual, I mean we'll be doing high-quality Funkin'. That's already been decided, so I'll see you then. Or maybe I'll see you on Saturday as we continue with Absolute Peak, Last Defense Academy. But yeah, I'll see when I can schedule the next Minecraft stream. We're getting closer and closer to that fabled stream number 100, so look forward to that. But until then, have a good one, and goodbye. And if you're watching this after it's been uploaded to YouTube as a VOD, then I've also greatly appreciated your support. And you know what? If you want to catch me live in the future, simply check the video description down below, because you can do so on my Twitch, where I stream every Friday and Saturday, and on other days on a more regular basis. I will probably still be continuing Minecraft, because this series ain't going anywhere, so look forward to that. And you know, you can also vote in certain mods. Every 10 streams I add a mod of chat's choice, so if you're looking forward to doing that, then you might have to join the Discord, which is also linked in the description down below, but only join if you plan to actually stick around and spend time with people. It's always nice to see new faces. In any event, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.